my strange and charmed ones. I know it's been a little while since I've put up a video, really just like a week, but I know that this week I've been a little slacking. That's not to say that I haven't been working. I've been working on a couple of different projects, but yes, my videos kind of got a little bit behind, so I apologize for that, but we are pretty much back on schedule now. So it is October. Today is Thursday, October 2nd, so we are into October now, and I'm very, very excited that it's finally October, because if you know me or you've been following me for a while, you know that I love, seriously, love, let's pause on that moment for a second, love fall. And although fall begins in September and I like to start celebrating fall in September, it really isn't until October that I really feel like we're in fall. So we are in fall now and I'm at my happy place. But today's video is all about my favorites from last month. So for September of 2014. And I've got a good amount of like beauty favorites. Again, I think I had a lot of beauty favorites last month. Well, the month before for August. I've got some beauty favorites, and then I've got some miscellaneous other favorites, and I have a food favorite. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. Okay, so my first favorites for this month are a new shampoo and conditioner that I'm using. Now, I don't know if these are new out in the world, but they're new to me. These are the Organics Quenched Sea Mineral Moisture Shampoo and Conditioner. Now, you may have seen this line before. They do a lot of different like varieties of this brand. Like I can think of the Moroccan oil off the top of my head that I've also used from this brand, but I've never used a shampoo and conditioner for this. And I really kind of happened upon these pretty much by accident. It wasn't my intent to go out and buy these, but what basically happened is I ran out of my normal shampoo and conditioner, which I normally get at Sally's Beauty, and it is a sulfate-free shampoo and conditioner, which is really important to me because I have really dry hair and really dry scalp. So I can't use sulfates because if anyone knows anything about sulfates, they're not necessarily bad, not necessarily good or anything, but they do tend to strip people's oils and they dry out your skin and your hair and everything like this. So I can't really use them or else I have a disaster. So I went to the store and I found these and I realized that they were, you know, sulfate free. These are like completely organic or whatnot. I don't really know all of the ins and outs of these necessarily. It just says Spa Collection, unique blend of sulfate free surfactants for stress-free hair. Why you want it. There's a lot of different stuff on here that you guys don't need me to read off. But yeah, so I picked it up because it was sulfate free. I'll be honest, I thought the bottles were cute. I'm like, yeah, let's just go with this. It's sulfate free. And I'm really surprised. One, I really like the scent. When they say sea minerals, it does smell like sea minerals. It doesn't smell like the ocean per se, like in a bad way. But I think it has like this nice, fresh, like Caribbean breeze smell, like a candle, which I really like. And I really like the way it smells. Some people, this might not be your favorite scent, so just beware, but if you like that kind of scent, I really like that scent, so it works for me. But I will say that I'm really impressed with this because I think it really has been doing a really good job of moisturizing my scalp, which is really, really something I need. Now, I don't know if this is TMI for you guys, but some people have made some like very kind of rude comments. I guess people think that they're being funny or whatnot, and sometimes in my video it looks like I have dandruff. Okay, I just said it. It looks like I have dandruff. I agree with you. It's not dandruff though. Unfortunately, it's like the opposite of dandruff, and to me, I would prefer to have dandruff to what I actually have, which is very, very extremely dry scalp. I have a really dry scalp and it flakes similarly. Not really similarly because dandruff flakes are like big and yellow because they're basically dandruff is from an overproduction of oil in your scalp. And this is the opposite. So I have like my scalp literally, the best way I can describe it, it kind of will start to peel in certain areas like I have a sunburn. So if you ever got a sunburn and your skin gets red and then it gets white and that peels off, that's basically what happens in my scalp, and it results in these white like flakes that come out, especially right in the front because I have it really bad in the front. So yeah, for people who think I have dandruff, I don't. I have the opposite, and I would rather have dandruff because dry scalp is really hard to manage. dandruff, you can go buy a dandruff shampoo, and as long as you regularly wash your hair with it, you get it under control. This, it's a whole another monster. So if anyone out there happens to deal with dry scalp, feel free to leave me any like remedies or different things that you guys use that you might like, because I might be interested in checking those out. But this shampoo and conditioner combo has actually been doing an amazing job of keeping my hair and my scalp moisturized. So I do still see like the flaking and things like that in the front, but it's not nearly as bad. So I'm kind of really impressed with this for now. Like, this dry scalp issue is something I've been dealing with my entire life. It really wasn't until I was a teenager that we realized that it was dry scalp and not dandruff, because we'd been treating it like it was dandruff, and treating dry scalp like dandruff actually ends up creating worse of a problem. So anyway, love these. That was a big rant. So yes, love these. Love the way they smell. Next up is a nail polish. I know last month I went all out on my Sally Hansen Complete Salon manicures, which I still love. But I rediscovered this little nail polish. Look at him. He's so cute and little. I rediscovered this little nail polish earlier this month. It is an OPI nail lacquer, a little mini one that came from a holiday collection that I got like last Christmas time. And this is actually the color Tickle My Francie. And I am wearing it right now, although I need to like redo my nails. But I absolutely love this color. I've been like really into, I think I went on a rant with this with the last video, last month. I like nudes. I think they're lovely. They have a hard time finding nudes that work with me because I have a weird skin tone, I feel like. But this one, if you can see, it's like a nude with a little bit of a like, almost like a purpley lilac. I think it's gorgeous. Absolutely love it. So this is one of my favorites this month. I've got two lipstick favorites because I've really been going between two lipsticks. One is my Wet n Wild Raven Raisin, which you would have already seen in my Macaroons in Paris makeup tutorial that I did earlier last month. Or maybe just a few weeks ago, I forget when I did it. But this is a really awesome color. I think it's great, and I think that these Wet n Wild lipsticks are awesome because they're only $2. Problem is they're a little bit drying. You just overcome that by using like a lip balm or something on your lips ahead of time. But I love this color. I think it's so fall and so lovely. And the second lipstick I've been using, or lip product, is my Dior Fluid Stick in Kiss Me. I went back to this one at the end of the month, and I just feel like I can't be without it. I really like it. I think it really does, when I pair it with a nude lip liner, I think that it creates the perfect nude but pink lip. That's a beautiful color for a neutral face makeup look. So I highly recommend this. I think this quality is great. Packaging is gorgeous. It's a little pricey because it's Dior, but I've talked about it before. I love it. I can't help it. And my final beauty favorite is something you've also seen before in my Macaroons in Paris makeup tutorial. It is this little NYX Love in Paris little palette of eyeshadows. This one is number 2 Madeleines and Macaroons. So I really love these little palettes from NYX. This isn't the first little palette from NYX that I've owned, but I'm really impressed with NYX eyeshadows overall. I have to say that of all the drugstore brands, and NYX I consider drugstore, although you can't always get it at every drugstore, although I get mine at CVS, but you can get it at Ulta and things like that. Sometimes Target has them. But I think NYX is the best drugstore eyeshadow. That's it. Like, I've tried a lot of different brands. I haven't tried every single solitary formula from every brand, but overall, NYX has never disappointed me. So I love this. It's a great little neutral palette. I'm wearing it today. I used it in my Macaroons in Paris makeup tutorial. I think it's lovely for the price, super inexpensive, really compact. And just a side note for vanity's sake, there's a little bow in the opening, the clasps. Things that I love about makeup, like your drugstore, but you can still add a little pizzazz in your packaging. So thank you for that, NYX. Okay, so my next favorite is a non-beauty favorite. We're getting into the non-beauty favorites now, and it is my new Kiki K time planner in the medium size. This is the medium size Kiki K time planner in the lilac with the gold diamonds, which I think this is beautiful. If you guys have been following me, I believe on my blog, wait, I did a video on this as well. Of course I did. I'll link it below. I received this from Kiki K. They sent it out to me, and I absolutely love it. I'll have to say the color right now is not showing up on screen because my lights are blowing it out, but I have other videos and like link below to my blog and you've seen it, or just go to my Instagram at Miss Trenchcoat. I got 1,000 pictures of this up right now. So if you would like to see the color, it's a beautiful color. It's called lilac, but this isn't really lilac to me. This is usually lilac is a very light purple that skews gray. This one like skews pink. I don't know, but I think it's gorgeous and I love it. It almost reminds me of a very light like orchid, radiant orchid. That's really what I think this reminds me of the most. But anyway, this has reinvigorated my love for Filofax and planners. I've been obsessed with it. I've been playing with it, setting it up, buying it accessories. You can see I got it this little adorable little chain charm that is 3 macaroons and a little Eiffel Tower. How cute. And then I also got, I'll open this up and show you. I also got these little macaroon page markers that are pink and one is like a turquoise. I think they're adorable. I got them from a site on Etsy called, I'm gonna mess this up, maybe Mahal Made. I think she's out in California and she does all these beautiful little accessories and things like that that are macaroons and things like that, and you can do custom orders. So I will link her below so you guys can check her out as well. But yeah, love this planner, obsessed with it. Oh, just a little side note, I guess I should tell you guys while I've got you is, since it's only the beginning of October, if you guys have been following me on Instagram, if you haven't been, you should probably follow me on Instagram because I do a lot of updates up there and my blog as well. But I recently just uploaded, actually this was yesterday, this 31 things to do in October checklist. This is like a little seasonal checklist that I've made. It's a free printable that I've got up on my shop. There's a link in my blog, so I'll link my blog below, I'll link this below. You can just download this for free. It's just adorable, I love it. I make things like this for myself, just cute seasonal things. And then, you know, I share them with you because I might as well share them with you. I know there's a lot of people out there that like things like that. And so far, even in the first day, I'm really surprised how many people went and downloaded this. So thank you guys so much for your support and for the people who've placed orders and stuff in my shop as well. Just a side note, if you do want to place an order in my shop, I do have a coupon code SCShop20 that's good for my soft release of my shop that I haven't really talked about because it's a soft release, but more details will be coming soon about that as well. So I will link down below to my shop and that coupon code if you'd like to buy any of my printables that are priced. This is a free printable. So yeah, love this planner, adore it. Now next up is a book favorite, and this isn't like a new favorite for me. It's something that has been my favorite. It's like my favorite book maybe of all time, and this is Demian by Hermann Hesse. Now, the reason I'm including it this month is because I read this a long, long time ago. I think I read it for the first time in high school, and I don't know where my original copy went. It's gone, lost. I haven't seen it in years, and if you ever go to Barnes & Noble or whatnot, I can never find this in store. And it's not one of those things that I needed to have because I've read it before and I'm really familiar with the story and it wasn't a big deal. I didn't have to order it online just to have a copy of the book. But I was browsing a bookstore in a place called Peddler's Village when Mike and I went apple picking, if you guys saw that vlog, and they had it and I was so shocked. I thought it was like a sign from the universe that I had to buy it. And I think, yeah, it's only $3, these little Dover thrift editions, $3, $3.50. And it's not a long book. It's not like a very big book, but this book, I have to say, if we're going to sum it up, like maybe one of the books that's had the biggest impact in my life. Not specifically sure why, but I just really love this book. A lot of people are familiar with Hermann Hesse because he wrote Siddhartha, which is a very popular book, and a lot of times it is acclaimed as Hesse's best work. I think this was the best. Now, Siddhartha was wonderful as well, but this is the one for me. So, found it at the bookstore, bought it, so excited. We'll never be without it now because I got it. Okay, so if you remember last month's favorites video, you'll know that my new DSLR camera was one of my big favorites for last month. It's still my favorite currently, but I'm just not going to bring it out every month and show you guys. But I wanted to show you guys something really awesome that I've been really excited about and I've been playing with all month that has to do with my DSLR. And it is a bunch of new lenses that I got that are super inexpensive, lomography lenses. Now, if you guys are familiar with Diana and Holga cameras, you will be really excited about this if you're a Diana or a Holga fan. Basically, I didn't realize this until I started researching for, for accessories for my DSLR, but these companies make actual lenses, toy lenses that go on DSLRs. So I'm super excited. So the first ones I'm going to show you guys are these two Holga lenses, and you can see it says Holga on them. And they actually have an adapter that fits onto my DSLR. Holga makes them for Canon and Nikon and a couple of other brands of digital cameras, like DSLRs with, adjustable, replaceable lenses. But I picked up two lenses from Holga, and the first one is this 60mm lens. It's an f8 lens. Look, and it's like, this is like the lens that comes on a Holga camera. Isn't that awesome? So these sorts of lenses are really like lo-fi, like they kind of give you those sorts of built-in Instagram effects without actually having to use Instagram or any of those photo editing, things to add filters on top of your pictures. And I think that's awesome. I really have been enjoying playing around with these lenses. So the second one I have is this is the pinhole, 25mm pinhole. And this is just a regular standard like pinhole lens. So, these aren't like professional lenses. Clearly, they were only about 20 bucks each for the Holga ones, I believe. $15 to $20, I believe, for these two. But they're something that's kind of fun to kind of play with. And I'm going to be doing a picture perfect on my blog. That's my photo series on these lomography lenses coming up soon. So keep an eye out for that if you'd like to see like a written review and some, pictures that I've taken with these lenses. But so far I'm really excited about them. So those two are the Holga, and the other two I have are from Diana. So if you know like the dreamy Diana camera, that's what these are. I've got two from Diana. These ones I believe were a teeny bit more pricey. I believe this one, which is the 35mm super wide, and I'll show you what this looks like. Just kind of cute. Apparently these come in different colors, but I just got the standard silver color. And then the second one this one was a little bit more pricey. This is actually a premium glass lens from Diana, 75mm, which is actually quite prettier. And I forget how much I paid for this, maybe like 40 to 50 maybe for this one. But if you're someone who has a DSLR, you know how much regular standard lenses run. So you know that they go in hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So $25 to $50 for a lens isn't that bad. Now these aren't like amazing quality, although I will say that I'm really impressed with the 75mm premium glass lens. They're not super easy to use. They're manual focusing, and this one's a little weird because it has like an adjusting in the center, which is a little bit odd. But if you are willing to spend the time to play with them and kind of get really awesome effects, I think that they're an awesome little thing to kind of add to your collection if you're like into photography, or if you're like an amateur photographer, or if you know any students that are photographers or friends that are photographers looking for gifts. I think these are awesome. These are the type of things that most people don't really know exist, but they're out there and they're kind of awesome. Now, just so I make a point of this, the Diana ones actually come with, I actually had to buy this separately. There's like this adapter ring that goes on Canon and also Nikon. So the Diana lenses, I guess, only work for Canon and Nikon, and then the Holga had a little bit more of a range on their site. I will leave links below to where I purchased these so that you guys can get more information if you are also interested in using some lomography lenses. But yeah, I'm absolutely loving these as well, because any excuse to play with my camera and do something new, all over that. Okay, now we are on to the final item on my favorites list, and it is a food favorite. If you guys go to Trader Joe's, you may be familiar with these. This is a snack called inner peas. I know that there are other brands that make something similar to this, but I like the Trader Joe's one. Be honest, I think I've only ever tried the Trader Joe's one because I just pick these up when I go to Trader Joe's. But last weekend, Mike and I went to Trader Joe's. We go very infrequently because our Trader Joe's is like a half hour away from us. So we go every couple of months and kind of stock up on things. But I love inner peas. If you guys have never tried them before, I think that they taste like a healthy version of a Cheeto. That's what they remind me. They're basically You can see on the bag. They look like peas, like a pea pod that's been like dehydrated. But basically they are similar to the way Cheetos are made, I guess, with that kind of like fibrous crunchiness, but these are made from peas, so they're like more healthy for you. And I think there's not even that many things in here. Yeah, there's not even that many ingredients. Whole green peas, vegetable oil, rice salt, calcium carbonate, and vitamin C. That's it. There's not very much in these. They're pretty good for you. A serving is 1 ounce and it's 130 calories. And I don't know, it's just like a guilt-free snack sort of a thing. Like I feel like I'm eating a vegetable because I'm having inner peas. But I love these. If you guys have ever tried them, leave me a comment down below if you have another brand of these that maybe I should try that you can get maybe at other places like Target or Walmart or whatnot. Let me know as well. Okay, you guys, so those are my favorites for the month of September 2014. I know this was a little bit of a longer video than I expected. I didn't have that many things, but I think I just blabbered on for a while. So thanks for sticking with me. As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed for more awesome videos by me. Don't forget to check out those links down in the description box, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Today I've got a Starbucks at home recipe for you for one of my favorite autumn drinks, the pumpkin spice latte. But unlike the Starbucks